Former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Once again, it's Bigsby. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
Let's go. 11,
to throw is Lawrence. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Hey, line, 13, Luke,
Lawrence. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Jaden Reed, touchdown Jaguars. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Tyson Campbell that time, able to knock it away. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Kamara. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's 7-3.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Kamara going to try to bull his way in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. He's going to try to do this himself, and he will take it in himself. Baker Mayfield, touchdown Colts. The extra point by Gay is good, and the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Ron.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
Here's the 24. 11.
To throw is Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL run. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nicholas Morrow.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Baker. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. He fumbled the football. The Jaguars have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
Hey.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Lawrence. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Red on red.
Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. So, 4th down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now on the return. He has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Catch made. That's Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Baker to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these 2 guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mayfield. He keeps it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. The Colts about to kick this one away. Duvernay to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. And he will score again. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Colts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Here's 1st and 10. It's a give now to Kamara. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's going to have the 1st down yard across the 50 to the 48.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
They'll give this to Kamara, running right. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. That's going to be, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. The Colts about set to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Hey, Ryan.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. So they'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, route.
Now Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Hey.
On second down, Bigsby. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Third down, they go with Bigsby. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down. To throw is Lawrence. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Jaguars first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Mayfield. They'll try to set up the screen here. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. He'll look deep for Pittman. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Oh, a man wide open. He's got it. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Baker. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. And now here comes the punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Lisa 24. Red.
A first down throw for Lawrence. He'll air it out down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, easy. Route.
On first and 10, Lawrence. Open man, that's Devin Duvernay. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Hey, let's go.
Lawrence now on second down. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Here we go. One final play. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to go out.